Well, welcome to a Pastor's Café. I'm your host, David. I'm here with Pastor Steve Kern, Michael, Comets, and digital IDs. Wow, what an episode we have in store for you, and we will be right back.
This broadcast is made possible by the friends and partners of LibertyNetwork.live. We thank you for your support.
Well, welcome back to the show. Again, I'm your host, David. I'm here with Pastor Steve Kern, episode 66.
66.
Yeah.
66.
Oh, just don't say one more six.
No.
Okay, so today's conversation is Michael, the Archangel, and Comets and digital IDs. Are you ready for your questions today?
As ready as I can be.
As ready as you are. Okay.
As I can be.
Okay, so here we go. Here's the main question.
Yeah.
In Daniel 12:1, Michael arises in Israel's time of trouble. Does this mean he steps back, allowing the Antichrist to be revealed? And how does this align with pre-tribulation rapture?
Well, that's a very interesting question.
Well, thank you.
Especially
Thank you
the
very much.
last part. How does it align with the pre-tribulation
Yeah, because
rapture?
I believe in a pre-tribulation rapture,
Of
which
course.
didn't take place on September 23rd, 24th, and today's date. There's something significant about it as well, and so it hasn't happened yet. But anyways, okay.
Well,
Here to the question, because this is going to be a very unique conversation, and I'm looking forward to it.
Well, the idea that, of course, Israel exists again.
Yes.
So Israel had to exist, come back into existence.
Yeah.
Of course, Michael kind of being the God of Israel. I mean, the protecting angel of Israel. And obviously he will have to step back if it comes the time for the Antichrist and the tribulation stuff going on. And it seems like, wow, we're just kind of right on the verge of stuff, the way things are happening.
Yes.
And the growth of anti-Semitism around the world, and even in this country, they're upset with a nation who was attacked by Hamas. 3,000 of their people were killed. And they're trying to, and they've got this Gaza Strip that's full of folks that are trying to shoot rockets into they're shooting rockets into their country all the time. And people are upset because you got Israel that's just trying to protect itself from its enemies.
I know.
But it is showing that. I still sense the protection of the Lord over Israel.
Okay.
Up to this point in time, well, I mean, you've still got several countries that are still on Israel's side. I think possibly because America has been very positive toward them, and with the president that we've got. And these other countries wanting to have their own population being blessed or whatever, they're kind of on board with that, but we don't know how long that's going to last.
Sure.
Coming up with this new Accords thing and Trump's new suggestion of how to have peace.
Not the Abraham Accords. It's the
new one. Yeah.
It's the new one. Yeah.
We'll see how that goes. But I do feel like that Israel is still being blessed and protected, but that's something that the way things are developing could change at any time.
Sure. Do you think, pre-trib, right? Rapture. Do you think we'll see the Antichrist come to power, or just know who that it is, or that person, I don't, who knows what it's going to be.
Yeah.
But do you think we'll get a glimpse of it before the rapture takes place?
Well,
or do we have to? Does the Antichrist has to be revealed and then the tribulation take place?
Well, the ultimate tribulation comes.
We're talking about the rapture. I'm sorry, I should have specified the rapture. Must the Antichrist be revealed before the rapture? Or are we rapture ready right now? Nothing else has to take place.
Well, the way I understand the concept of the rapture is that that it takes place before the tribulation.
Yes.
And the tribulation really doesn't. You got the first 3.5 years where there's peace and that kind of a thing, and everybody thinks everything's great. But then the Antichrist comes into power after that.
Okay, so
for
the first 3.5 years, everything's great, right?
Yeah, it's moving forward. Yeah.
Okay. Not everything's great right now.
No.
So there's a lot of people that believe that we're actually in the tribulation right now because of how bad things are. For example, I recently saw a video, I forget where it was, but it was just someone standing on a bridge next to an American flag, and they were proud to have the American flag there. Didn't have a MAGA hat on or anything like that. It was just an American flag. I guess it was a group from Antifa, ripped it down.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And then, and you see video of people from Antifa like surrounding people who have like a patriotic T-shirt on. Mm-hmm. What is going on in our country? So me personally, I'm usually an optimistic person, and I believe that, the good in people. Well, that's another conversation. But anyways, look how bad it is. And it's supposed to get a little better.
Well, yeah.
I'm kind of scratching my head going, I don't know about this.
Let me scratch mine too. Because I'm really concerned, when you want to take, when the communists try to take over a country, what they want to do is, their objective is to create chaos and create division. That's kind of the...
Communism, or is it Muslim influence?
I think, well, it's both right now.
It's both, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you've got a lot of people that aren't Muslims, but they are communists. But it's like Hillary Clinton coming out and talking about the problem of the country is the certain white religious men. Yeah. White men of a certain religious.
Tell me about your white privilege.
No.
But and I should specify, not all Muslim people are bad.
No.
And there's Palestinian people that I've heard from people in our own church who've been to Israel. There's Palestinian people that are wonderful people.
Yeah.
They're not the ones creating the chaos. So when we talk about, or when I mention specifically Muslim or Palestinian people, I'm not talking about all the people. I'm talking about the people, even the people in our own country who are thug-like in how they treat people.
Yeah.
Or, for instance, a white person can go right up to a black person and just smack them in the head for no reason. Now, I haven't seen that, but what I've seen video of, and it just kind of blows my mind. I can't figure out why we're letting people behave like this. Recently, I saw video footage of, I think it was a middle school football game. And, I mean, the white boy was much smaller, thinner than the black boy. The black boy was, big boy. I'm sure he's going to go somewhere with his football career. Great. But if you block someone to the ground, hold them down, push them down. Okay. But then when you push them down and then you stand up and you hover over them and you jump up in the air while that person's down and hurt, if you jump up in the air and with all of your might do a belly flop and break the kid's back, that is violence.
Yeah.
That has no place in sports. And for parents to sit there and justify it, it's just football. Sorry, we got way off topic. But there's crazy things happening all around us, and you're sitting there scratching your head going, this is what we've become as a society and culture. We can't have different opinions. We can't talk through things. And boy, we have really gone away from this question. And
well,
it's probably okay, not really. Okay,
because as I see America as it was, and there's so much of the anti-ness against the way it was. That's kind of how Hillary Clinton and that ilk. And it makes and what really concerns me is there's a lot of people that are starting to listen to these folks, and it makes me think. And you have this young black kid that's just playing football, but yet he's got this anger in him. Where's that coming from? I mean, that's just an expression, or that's an expression of what's just going on in general within our country. And the reason why I bring that up is because when they talk about Revelation and all of that, they make the point that America is really not mentioned in Revelation. Those kinds of things, which, and as we see things developing, I mean, where the President of the United States is having to send troops into cities to bring peace, and then when he sends them in there, you've got the mayor that's all upset.
I know.
And these different, that he's just trying to bring safety to the people in this mayor's, or these mayor's cities. And they're upset because they're being what they feel like they're being invaded, and all the president's trying to do is do his job.
I know,
to protect the people.
You have a mother with her children in the car driving in a neighborhood, and their vehicle is being stopped by people holding flags other than the American flags, and they're spitting on their car. They're punching their car. And it's just like, really?
Yeah.
This is what we've become?
So, I'm just saying, though, that it to me, it's all an indicator of where's this country headed?
Exactly.
I see we've got Trump, and we've made that point. The Lord's kind of given us a bit of a reprieve or whatever. But the fact that you've got this communist Muslim in New York that could possibly be elected to be the mayor of the, and you see this kind of thing developing all around the country, and you're having Islam taking over cities where they're trying to move in and create Sharia law in different parts, like down in Plano, and you've got up in Michigan and things. And that's kind of gaining more, that's just gaining more ground in our country. And another thing, too, is that I'm concerned because when you think in terms of Europe, NATO, all of that, really, they're not that far. But France, Germany, population-wise, is fast becoming Muslim.
I know.
And so you have all these kinds of things that are developing right now. And it should cause us to start asking, where are we headed with all this?
Exactly.
And so anyway, but I see Michael's protection over Israel right now still seeming to be in place, but we also see things that are developing that makes you have to admit that there's a possibility that may not always be the case.
Yeah, and see, that's the question I want to leave with our audience. And so, do you believe that Michael is starting to pull back with Israel?
Right.
So, what happens when he stops? So, feel free to comment below. Also, I'd like to know how much of our audience believes pre-tribulation rapture, mid-trib, or post-trib.
Post-trib.
Just comment below. Let's have a discussion about it. Let's talk. So, good deal. All right, so here we go. Segment 2, we have Comet 3I Atlas and celestial signs. We've talked about this, but I tell you what. Yeah. Exciting times. There are just crazy things happening, I think, here in October and November.
Now, is this 3I that they're saying this huge comet could possibly crash into the Earth? Or
what I've heard
I read about it
is
last
that
night a little bit.
It's right around Mars, but it's supposed to go on the backside of the sun. And so the closest it will be to us, my understanding, is when it's on the backside of the sun. Now, however, that's the closest, I don't know. But I don't think it's, the thing is that there's some kind of solar flare that was spewed out towards it. And usually with a normal comet, I believe from what I've heard from the research is that usually it splits a comet or causes it to rip part or do something to it, and it deflected it.
Reduce it in size.
Yeah, or whatnot. But there's another comet called Swan. And so who knows? And then recently I heard that 3i Atlas may not leave our solar system. Who knows? But, you know.
I mean, get caught up in some kind of a revolution around the sun.
Yeah, like a gravitational pull from the sun or whatnot.
Like another planet.
Yeah, and it's called 3i because it's the third interstellar object. Interstellar Atlas. It was discovered by Atlas Observatory, I think, in Colorado. I might be wrong. Please check me. Correct me if I'm wrong, please.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Here's the question. Are comets like 3i Atlas reminders of Luke 21:11 and Revelation 8 signs in the heavens that warn of God's judgments? Could these cosmic events be markers that the day of the Lord is near?
Well, I definitely feel like that. Yeah, they could.
Because we've had blood moons.
Yeah, I know.
Eclipses.
Markers.
Yep.
Yeah. Especially when you have these comets. You know, we've had comets. We've always had comets.
We also have drones coming back too.
Drones.
Yeah, remember
coming back?
Yeah, remember the big hype in New Jersey? Was it last November when people started spotting a lot of drones, and then that kind of went away, but it's starting to ramp up and starting to come back up in other countries too. Of course, it's probably just high tech. Airplanes that our government owns. Who knows what our government owns? But okay, so those are signs in the skies, and suns and moon, sun and moon.
Yeah, I don't want to say no, it's nothing, mainly because everything else that's going on. I think we just have to kind of, hey, you know. It looks to me like the Lord's trying to tell us something. He's trying to get our attention.
Hello down there.
Hello down there.
Get your act together.
Because these are all signs of judgment. Coming judgment. God's saying, "Hey, I'm bringing it. I'm coming. It's coming." And so apparently these comets, from my understanding, is that they're not necessarily comets that have, you know, like we have Halley's Comet that comes and they rotate.
Yeah.
Every so many years they make their rotation around around the sun and back, but these are just coming out of from outer space apparently into our galaxy, and so that's kind of or from our galaxy into our solar system. Yeah, it's kind of unusual, it seems.
Real quick, I just want to let our audience know, and also for me and you know, there's so many videos on YouTube that talk about this, and there are a few people that are actually real people that actually do videos, and a majority of the time it's a hypothesis. It's what they think, and you know how we all are about research. Unfortunately, there is a lot of YouTube videos out there that are made with AI. Yeah. Someone just creates a script, or they get on, you know, AI. They'll get on Grok, or they'll get on, you know, ChatGPT, and then they'll ask AI, well, what do you think about this? So please write me a script that's 8 minutes long that will keep our audience engaged. And so they'll watch my video and make sure you have markers along the way with sound effects and give me a direction so I can cut this video with completely AI with stock footage from, places you can download video footage, and just take a script here's your script, you know, right. And then you plug it into AI, do a voiceover, you know, have AI create the voice, and then you just basically compile the video, and then you take out ads, and then people watch it, and then people go, wow, this is going to happen. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, isn't it?
Very.
So it's like that. So I would ask our audience, engage in conversations, because The truth is out there someplace, right? So when you ever hear a politician, are they telling the truth? Sometimes they are, but a lot of times they're making up fluff. It's like a normal human being.
Yeah.
Just sometimes we usually make up fluff. We kind of tell let's go ahead and say it, a lie to make ourselves look good. How often do you tell lies? I mean, I hate to ask you this, but how often do you tell a lie to make yourself look bad?
Well, I would say I hope I have enough sense to know not to do that.
I don't think there's anyone out there that's going to tell a lie or make something up that's going to make them look bad. Usually we make stuff up. I would never make stuff up. Yeah. And when I say I don't know, I'll say I don't know. But what I've heard from the videos I've watched or the research I've done or what I've read, then I will go ahead and say it. And I will also say I might be wrong. Yeah. But anyways, just to make stuff up, you're not going to make stuff up that's going to make you look bad.
You're right.
So
I would hope not anyway.
You got to be dumb.
Yeah. Well, I had the thought, I can remember as a kid, you had girls that started liking you, and you're
yeah.
And so you didn't want them to like you, so you might tell them, hey, this or that, so that they quit.
Okay, I got you.
See,
yeah.
I could see where something like that.
I would never do that.
No, not at all.
Usually I'm trying to get people to like me.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we want to be liked.
Well, before we move to the next question, here's a question I like to leave our audience with. When you see a comet, do you shrug it off, or do you see it as God's billboard in the heavens? Comment below. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
All right, next question. With alliances against Israel strengthening and wars escalating, are we inching closer to Ezekiel's 38th war? Could the Middle East be the epicenter of coming prophetic earthquake?
Well, I'll tell you what. The way that you've put this question together, including the fact that there is all this stuff going on in the world, wars and rumors of wars. And
I mean, we're involved with Venezuela.
I know. Yeah.
China, Taiwan. We could be going to war with Russia.
Well,
to me, there's a war within the United States I'm more concerned with than Russia or Venezuela.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's another discussion.
The United States actually itself is within a war of ideas and a war of the differences of worldviews, wars of worldviews.
Our government is shut down. I mean, is the government back open yet? I don't know. It's Wednesday, October 1st.
Yeah.
And it's 2:30-ish Central Time. But
well, it's supposed to be at least shut down for a few days, but it could end up weeks. But we don't know yet. But anyway, there's all this kind of stuff going on. Just a lot of unrest. But yet, I've been in a sense encouraged since the assassination of Charlie Kirk. There's been a lot of positive stuff going on.
A reawakening
In different parts of our country and around the world, actually.
And people, believers and followers of the way, Christians, are emboldened and speaking out and standing up for truth and right. Beforehand, it was more like, I'll just sit off to the side. I won't get involved.
Yeah.
It's time to get involved.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And a lot are. Yes.
It's encouraging.
It really is. But I really feel like that I've got a concern, like the new president of South Korea is starting to align with China and Russia and North Korea. Those kinds of things happening in different countries. Just kind of like, because South Korea for the longest time has been, they're our biggest ally practically besides Israel, and so I'm thinking, how in the world did that guy get elected? But then you just see this kind of stuff developing that you never would have even considered being possible 10 years ago. And but how things are seeming to move in another direction so fast.
I know.
It's pretty concerning.
Yep. A question for our audience. If Israel signs a peace treaty tomorrow, would you call it prophecy fulfilled or just politics? Comment below. All right, next topic of discussion. This is what we'll land the plane on. We got a few extra minutes here. Digital ID in Europe. Here we go. All right, with Europe, you're rolling out a mandatory digital ID for banking, travel, and healthcare access. Are we watching the first step towards Revelation 13's no one can buy or sell system? Is convenience blinding people to control?
I would have to say, yeah, pretty much. It's kind of like a way of programming us to get used to this being an acceptable way of doing things, so that when the Antichrist comes in, we're already open to it.
Take this device.
Yes.
It's a smartphone.
Okay.
They used to be dumb phones. They used to be a phone.
Yeah, a phone.
And that's the only thing it really could do.
Yeah.
Right? It's just call people.
Yeah.
And now it can text people. And now it's like a computer.
Yeah.
And now it's controlling our lives.
Yeah, for sure.
Consuming our lives.
And now you've got it in your pocket, and the government and everything out there can go on and start figuring out where you're at.
That's right. Now, the next step is, which I believe is going to happen with the digital IDs. I see this happening. You'll be able to get a cool tattoo on your hand. You can get a pride flag. You can get American flag. You can get your sports team on there, and it'll be a digital and it'll be your phone. It'll be everything. And the way your government, Amazon has this wearable device where AI will listen to you and it'll log all your conversations. And at the end of the day, it'll say, hey, you didn't send this person an email, so make sure you do that tomorrow. I've already drafted it for you. It's in your outbox right now. All you need to hit send. Do you want me to hit send for you? Just your AI. It will work with you. And then you can be able to put a chip in your head, and then you have a tattoo on your hand. AI will be able to do anything. It's like Iron Man. Yes, sir. Okay, so we just woke up today. I've computed all of this stuff, and this is your schedule. I've already taken it care of. You can just go sit in your chair and watch video and play games and just play video games and watch TV all day. I've already got everything handled for you. It's convenient. Who wouldn't want to sign up for that? Where you sit there and you do nothing and it does everything in the background for you. Hey, send an email to Pastor Steve Kern informing him of our next episode of Pastor's Café, and go ahead and write the script for me and make sure I just can read it out loud, and just actually create an avatar on me and just have it speak for me live on the camera, and then we don't have to do anything. Do you see this? This can come about. I hope the rapture takes place so we don't have to see this happen. But do you see this craziness happen? We got now smart glasses. We can put on smart glasses. We're like tell you everything, and it's like tell you everything about your life. Be like, oh, I can just read all about Steve Kern's life right here. I'm smarter and brilliant.
Well,
because of AI.
We've been concerned about how robotics and all this thing is going to take more and more jobs.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what you've just been describing to me is I think all secretaries in the world should be getting concerned that they're about to lose their jobs. Because, you couldn't have a better secretary than that.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
What you're describing.
And so they're going to make it so we'll have to wear it. Wouldn't you feel like you'd have to wear this device that would listen to you and create all these conveniences for you? Of course you're going to wear it. I'm not going to wear it. You'll get the tattoo on your hand so you can talk to your hand and stuff like that, but I won't.
Well, it says to me, all right, that we who do not want to be those who take on the Antichrist sign or whatever, we need to be beginning to develop options.
Yeah.
That of handling things in ways that puts us in a position where we don't have to be dependable upon that.
So you buy yourself some land in a secluded area. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you build yourself, raise beds, you garden, mm-hmm. you purchase cattle, you purchase chickens, and you live off the land, and you throw away your cell phone, and you live off grid.
Well, another thing is...
Sound good, doesn't it?
You start developing a bartering system.
That's right.
Where you do away with money. where you can just, okay, I'll give you this. I'll give you so many eggs if you'll give me so many tomatoes.
Create a community of believers. And build yourselves a 12-foot wall.
The way it was back before they had, back early on. But there's going to have to be, in time, community development where people basically are finding other ways to get things done without having to be connected to or controlled by that.
Yep.
And there are some folks that are beginning to move in that direction.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, the question for our audience is, would you accept a digital ID if it made your life easier? Or would you resist it? And if you know some, probably most likely a lot of our audience is going to say, I'm not taking it. I'm not doing that. But you know what? Feel free and let's talk about it. And then if you know someone who would do that, send them this video and let's talk about it. I love having conversations with people who oppose our belief system. I learn a lot.
Yeah.
You really learn a lot about people who disagree with you. And it's okay that we disagree.
Well, yeah, it's okay as we disagree, just so long as we can convince them to begin to agree with us.
There you go.
If we've got a good enough argument.
If we got a good enough argument.
And common sense.
Common sense.
And those kinds of things that hopefully people know common sense when they hear it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Also, in the comments below, if you would just give us a couple ideas of what you would like for us to discuss on the next episode, episode 67, we would really appreciate it. So, thanks for joining us today on episode number 66 of A Pastor's Café. Comment below, like, and subscribe. We appreciate your support. Until next time, take care and bye-bye.
This broadcast is made possible by the friends and partners of LibertyNetwork.live. We thank you for your support.